Alright guys, welcome back again to the channel. So today we're going to work on our truck some more. In our last video we kind of got all buttoned up here. I still haven't put the CCV, I still haven't deleted that and put that back in, so this is just setting on there. But we got some other stuff we're going to do from behind here. But we're going to start with opening some packages we got in the mail today. Alright, so there we have it. Oh, I forgot how heavy these are. Well, if you guys don't know what it is, I'm sure most of you do. This is a stainless diesel exhaust manifold for a 24 valve Cummins. It fits all 24 valves. They are very high quality. That's what I have on the gray truck. Got a couple ports here for if you want an EGT probe or if you want a back pressure gauge. I don't know why the guy sent me the old gasket, but that's fine. Oop. So anyhow, I got this used off one of the forums. These are stainless. They're guaranteed for life, not to crack. Saved a couple $100. As you can see, it's still in good shape. I might wire wheel it, clean it up. It looks like it has some kind of a coating on it. That's fine. I don't really care about that. But I mean, they're hefty. They're heavy duty. They got thick walls. I guess the thinking is it'll keep the heat in. But I was going to clean this up with the grinder. Looking at it, I might leave it. I don't know. We'll see. But so anyway, that thing's in good shape, and that'll be going on the truck. Oh. Alright, so now our other box. This is the one I'm kind of excited to see and get. It's very, very nice quality. But these are, as you can see, Flex-a-lite fans. This is actually the kit to put Flex-a-lites on your 3rd gen Cummins. So I believe 03 to 09 is what they're good for. I looked up the dimensions of the radiators and they're similar for the 4th gen and 3rd gen. They're close. They're not exact, but they're close. So I took the gamble. We're going to put this on. Probably going to have to make a couple of our own brackets and whatnot. But we'll figure it out. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard. I mean, you got 12 volt sources and all that. We're going to get rid of that. Mechanical fan, while it's an electrically controlled mechanical fan, we're going to get rid of that. I got another kit that I'm thinking about buying. I probably am going to buy. That'll actually eliminate the fan pulley as well, so we can get rid of the whole assembly. Just put a another, god damn it, we can put another idler pulley there and just clean things up and lighten things up and less drag. But yeah, I mean, this kit's pretty cool, I must say. I'm excited to see what it'll be like when we get it in. Now, one thing I will note, reading on forums and stuff, guys who do a lot of towing on hills and stuff like that said that the truck can get hot with these fans. Apparently they don't pull as much as a mechanical fan, but with what we're going to do with the truck, that's not really an issue. So I'm not worried about that. It's more of the fitment and getting them to work. That's what we got for the truck. I was trying to decide where I wanted to go, if I wanted to start on the turbo kit, transmission, the front end. Since the fan came today, we're going to start on the front end. I guess my plan is, since we got the balancer, we got this, we're going to pull everything off the front end. We're going to pull the intercooler. I'm going to show you a neat little trick with the intercooler that if you don't want to undo your AC, you don't have to put an intercooler in this truck, even though they tell you you do. But anyhow, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to get cracking, pull the grill, pull the bumper, and so on and so forth. Alright, as you guys can see, our valance is off. Our coolant's still draining, but valance is off. Pretty simple. There's two 10mm bolt head bolts and a bunch of these clips. Now, these clips are a lot better than the older ones that were just well, the older ones you pushed in. When you pulled them out, you pretty much destroyed half of them all the time. They never held right again, it seemed. So you got these clips. It's a 2-part clip. This will go in, hold it up, and this kind of locks it in, pushes this out, kind of like a concrete, you know, like a drywall anchor or something. You should note, there is a certain way they go in. As you can see, this part right here sticks up a little, and there's 2 ridges, so that'll go in like that. Right, and you can put that in. You'll put it in. It makes things easy, and you don't destroy your clips while you're doing it. So this is the old style I was kind of referring to. See, they kind of get all discombobulated. And actually, this one did break off. So we'll have to figure something out. I don't know if that'll be going back or not. I've said in previous videos, there's a lot of questionable things about this truck that I don't understand. Here's another one. While pulling all this crap off the top end here, this dropped out. It's a Hornady 380 auto. How do I know it's not mine? I don't have a 380. Yeah, I don't know why that would be in there, but interesting. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to pull the intercooler out. We have both our boost tubes out, so we don't have to do that step. But now that I'm saying all this, we got to still pull the bumper. I don't know what I'm thinking. 2 ways to pull this. There's 3 of these bolts and nuts on either side. You can pull them, but on a gray truck I pulled it with these, and they're easy now, but once we get our Mishimoto intercooler in, they'll kind of be a mother because you won't have any room with the intercooler. So that, and it's a little bit of a pain because those are tied together. So once you get the one side out, it just goes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the top one out, the bottom one, and loosen this one on either side, and then we'll get ready to do it. We're going to be pulling this ourselves, so it's going to take a little bit different effort than if you did it with somebody. All right, some more interesting stuff about this truck. If you see on there, it says 2015 Ram 2500. Apparently this is a bumper off of a newer truck. So I don't know what's going on. This truck has a clean title. Another thing is, if you look, there's still Mopar stickers on the brackets. So those are new, and the bolts look fairly new. So I don't know what's going on. Alright, something's definitely going on because that's a lock washer and that's a flat washer. I don't know what to think. But anyway, pressing forward. Alright guys, I told you the other way's a pain in the ass. So this is turning out to be a pain in the ass, and it might just be my fault. But yeah. There's another bolt on the other side, right up here, top dead set. So there's 4 in these brackets. right, so the bumper's off. All this bracketry looks, new, like it probably is off of 15. I don't know why. I mean, some of these nuts or carriage bolts are missing their little retainer clips like that. Got a lock washer for some reason. I don't know what to think about this thing. And our brackets here look fairly new, like we saw from our little stickers. Seems like today's just not going very well. I pulled this off different than I did on the 12, but I don't know that I can do the intercooler with those brackets still on. But I'm gonna try, so then you guys know whether or not this works and you can figure out which way you want to do it. But we'll try. I think I can pull that one, but I don't know about getting that Mishimoto one in there. It's pretty big. So anyhow, if you look right here, and it's getting dark, but here's our AC condenser. Like I said, they tell you when you're doing the intercooler, especially putting an aftermarket one in, that has to come off, and you have to get your AC recharged. You should have it decharged, the proper way, all that bullshit. And you might ask, hey, why are you keeping this on the truck if it's going to be a race truck? Well, first off, I want to keep AC. I want to still try and drive it a little. We'll see how much I use it, and then we might delete it. But the other part is I have one aux transcooler we're putting on the truck for now, and then we're going to use a factory one. Well, that's what these two lines are. That's transmission fluid. The top half of this is your transmission cooler, which, really looking at it, I guess it isn't that big. It's probably down to, it's probably down to that mark there. So we're going to keep that on there for now, and we might have to add another aux transcooler, so we'll see. But for now, that's the game plan. So like I said, they tell you have to disconnect it. That's not true. So what we'll do is we'll break our transmission line, and you can fold them out of the way, but then they're kind of in the way. But you can disconnect them back here. So that's what we'll do. We'll raise these lines up so we don't get fluid all over the place. But inevitably, we're going to spill some fluid, but that's fine because that transmission's coming out of this truck. So here's how you pull the condenser. So we got all our bolts out. As you can see, I undid that cooler line, and we're just going to drain that whole cooler out by doing this. Make a mess right there. So what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and pull the condenser up. Yeah, I'm going to try and rotate the condenser up. Try and get some of it into a bucket. We just might make a hell of a mess. But when you do this, you got to undo this clip here for that condenser line. And then there's a bolt back there. I think that's on the intercooler, I believe. You guys can see that. Undo that. And what you'll do is, actually, undo this sensor. Oop. Pop that off. So undo that, undo this clip as well, and we'll kind of gently rotate that up. As you can see, you got a little bit of play, not much, and you don't want to fuck it up. What my plan is, I'm going to pop that transmission line out, plug it with my finger and a rag for the time being. I'm going to take this strap, I got it hanging from my garage door for now, just so we can get that draining, and I'm just going to gently rotate this thing up. Hopefully I can get most of the fluid in the bucket. If not, it'll end up all over the truck. But let's see how it goes. Make too terrible a mess, which is good. But I kind of want to get it out of the way a little more because I know that Mishimoto intercooler is a tight fit. So if you see, there's this block back here. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to push it in a little more and then try and rotate it a little bit more and try not to fuck these lines up. We'll see how they turn out. But I think we'll be okay. We might have to bend a little bit by hand, but no big deal. So the condenser, I had it tied off to the garage door. Not a good idea because I plan on closing the garage door. So I brought my trusty ladder over, tied it off there, but I also, the lines were resting on the intercooler, which when you change it out wouldn't be good. We got other stuff to do. So I got another ratchet strap here, just attached to it, just keeping it up. So it's pretty secure. As you can see, we just kind of twisted our lines. We might have bent the one a little, but not too bad. So that's all good there. Like I said, this is certainly not the recommended way, but it's a way to do it by yourself without, having to take it to a shop somewhere. So now we'll get the intercooler out. The intercooler just kind of rests in there. There's two little latches on the back, little L's, and you take them two bolts out and it should lift right out. As feared, you can't get the intercooler out with these brackets still on. So we're gonna have to pull them out. So we should have just probably left them attached to our bumper, but live and learn, right? I did it, so you guys don't have to. So we'll work on taking them off and get back to it. All right, now the brackets are out, so pulling this intercooler is easy at this point. Just pull up and pull out. I'm done for tonight. It's dark. You guys probably can't see anything. Peace.